Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this Bedtime Bliss restorative yoga session. So there's something really magical about practicing yoga late at night, just before bed. If you're someone who practices quite dynamic yoga, such as Ashtanga or Vinyasa Flow, often these heat generating practices give us expectations and goals, and we can often find it difficult to let go of those goals and that sense of needing to achieve. But in this pre-bed yoga, the only thing that we need to do is completely let go. So we are going to use some props. I'm going to use a yoga bolster, but if you don't have a yoga bolster, that's absolutely fine. You can improvise. So here's one I made earlier. You can have a stack of several pillows tied with, this is a dressing gown belt. So you might need several pillows. You want it to be fairly firm and you want it to be able to give you a good lift, so not too flat. Alternatively, if you're practicing on carpet, or you can even practice this in bed and you don't need your yoga mat, you can pop your yoga mat on a blanket or a duvet and roll that up into a kind of sausage shape, and that will also act as a bolster to support the body. So these props are here just to completely support the body to let go. So you may also need a little pillow or a cushion, and if you've got blocks, or you can use books, or again improvise, these again will help to support the body as we relax and completely let go. So because we are looking to wind down and to slow down the energy, I'm going to stay very grounded and close to the mat. But we will start off in a comfortable seat, just to take a few moments to let ourselves arrive. So find a comfortable seat, just lift the flesh from underneath your sit bones. You can pop up onto your bolster or your blocks. Raise the hips so they're slightly higher than the knees to release tension from the joints. And then let your hands rest onto your legs, palms down, and this has more of a calming effect for the nervous system. And just roll your shoulders back and down, let your chin drop down towards your chest, and close your eyes. So taking these first few moments to let yourself arrive. So the mind may still be wearing, there may still be thoughts of what's happened today. So let those thoughts float in, don't try to force or fight them away. Just let them float in and acknowledge the thoughts, sealing off the day. So if it's been a particular challenging day, acknowledge that those emotions were part of your day. Not judging as right or wrong or wishing it were different. But the day is done. It's happened. Now it's time to let it go. Tomorrow is a new day, a new beginning. So accept any emotions that arise. Accept the day as it was. And taking a moment to find a positive, to feel gratitude, maybe for something positive that happened during the day, or maybe for people in your life that you love, that you care for, family, friends, being grateful that they're there to enrich your life and share your experience. Cultivate that warm sense of gratitude. Seal in the intention to accept and to release the day. And start to tune into your breath. No need to control the breath. Just let it find its own natural rhythm. And as you breathe, take a moment to check in, to notice how the body's feeling. Sweeping your awareness from your head down to your toes, letting go of any tension, any tightness, giving yourself permission to release. Soften your forehead, your eyebrows. Feel as though the eyeballs are drawing back away from the eyelids, back into the skull. Relax the skin of the cheeks. Feel as though the sense of hearing is drawing inwards into the skull. Let your lower jaw fall away from your upper jaw. Feel your tongue from behind the teeth, from the roof of the mouth, so let it soften back into your throat. Relax your chest, your belly. And with each long exhale, bring a sense of weight down through the body. Each exhale, letting go a little bit more, feeling the body sink and soften down into the earth. And then with each inhale, have a sense of lightness, of floating. With each inhale, imagine letting go of a balloon, watching it float away. With the exhale, feel that sense of weight down through the body, down into the earth. And then your breath gradually lengthen and deepen. Knowing that you've already made the commitment to spend this magical time winding down, so there's nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Everything else can wait. And then slowly open your eyes, lift your gaze. And then we're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, so reclined and angled pose. So you'll need your bolster or your bolster equivalents, and you may need a block and a pillow for the head. So we're going to sit with the small end of the bolster, not directly into the back. You want to have a little bit of space between the bolster and the back, so that makes sure that you're then not overarching the back. And then bring the soles of the feet together. And just use your hands to support you as you lie back onto your bolster, positioning your block, your cushion, your pillows, whatever you've got underneath the head. If this isn't comfortable to just let the knees hang and your knees are quite high, grab pillows, blankets, blocks, and just pop that underneath your thighs or underneath your knees, wherever feels comfortable, so you can let the legs completely let go. Soften yourself back. And we're aiming to have our forehead higher than our breastbone higher than the pubic bone. So you've got a rough diagonal line from the forehead down to the pubic bone. And then let your elbows rest to the sides. Again, you can use blankets or blocks for support underneath the arms if it's not comfortable to let them drop all the way down. Notice as you rest the arms down with the palms facing up, it brings a sense of weight to the back of the shoulders and a sense of expansion across the chest. If you're feeling any pulling in your lower back, again you can lift your bum a little bit higher, popping a blanket underneath for support. The most important thing here is to feel relaxed and comfortable. So use as many props as you need to find that supported position. And then once you're in position, take a few long, deep breaths. So as you inhale, feel as though you're breathing in through the soles of the feet. Feel the breath rise up through the legs, through the belly, through the chest up to the crown of the head. Exhale, let it go through your mouth. Again, a long, deep inhale, feeling the breath rise up through the feet, legs, pelvis, belly, chest, all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhale. One more long, deep inhale. Exhale. And just let your breath find its own natural rhythm. Taking a moment to tune into the body. Noticing which parts of the body are resting down on the earth. Which parts of the body are in contact with the bolster or your blankets. With each exhale, find that sense of weight, of heaviness. As if gravity is drawing all of those points down into the earth. So it often takes time for the body to release and to let go. Don't worry if it doesn't happen instantly. Every few breaths, just sweep your awareness around your body, making sure there's no tension that's crept back in. Relax the legs, let your knees feel heavy. Feel your sit bones, your buttocks soften down into the earth. Go of any squeezing or gripping. Feel the spine melt. Feel the shoulders fall back. Soften your throat, your jaw, your tongue, your cheeks. And bring your awareness to the gentle movements of the body with the breath. Trying to change or control the breath, just simply noticing the movements in the body. With the inhale, feel that sense of rising expansion through the front of the body. Feeling that sense of lightness, of weightlessness, floating. And with the exhale, find the opposite sense of heavy, dense, sinking down into the earth. And with your own breath, just keep visualizing those alternating sensations of lightness with the inhale, of heaviness with the exhale. Notice that the mind starts to wander. Just acknowledge the thoughts as they drift in, and then let them drift away, making a conscious choice that now is not the time for thinking, that can wait. So instead, bring your awareness back to your breath, lightness as you inhale, heaviness as you exhale. Gently start to move on to our next restorative posture. Start to gently move your fingers and toes, no rush. Slow, gentle, flowing movements. You can use your hands to gently lift your thighs, your knees up towards each other. And then slowly, carefully roll over to your side. Use your hands to push yourself back up. You're going to come into a twist now. So kneeling at the short end of the bolster, having about 6 to 8 inches between the hip and the bolster. So starting off sitting onto your heels and then slowly rock off the heels, bringing the hip to touch the bolster and then taking your hands either side. So turning your chest to face towards the bolster. Let your top leg do whatever it needs to find a comfortable position so it can move back. And then turn your chest, walk your hands forward. So if you've got a block, then pop a block at the end of the bolster. Otherwise you can use your fists to stack to support the head. We'll just keep the head in this neutral position. And then we've got the option of taking a deeper stretch for the neck. So if your hands are free, just let your forearms, your hands rest to the sides of the bolster. Not too far forwards. You don't want the shoulders to hunch up towards the ears. Slide your forearms, your elbows back. And breathe. So now slowly lengthening your breath. Feel the inhales in the back of the body. Again, just take a moment to check in, to notice how you're feeling. Letting go of any gripping, any squeezing. On the exhale, feel the weight of the body sinking down into the bolster, down into the earth. If there's areas of tension and tightness that don't feel easy to release, then visualize your breath. You can imagine it as a fluid, a light, colour, a heat, a texture, whatever appeals to you. Visualize the breath, the energy flow into the areas that feel tight. Bathe in that area in a sense of ease and softness. And with the exhale, let it go. So you can stay with your head in this neutral position, or you can turn the head in the same direction to the knees and rest the head down, again on the bolster or on a block if you need a bit of extra support. Or if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch for the neck, just lift, lengthen the body, turn the head in the opposite direction of the knees and let your head rest down. Long, deep breath. Just take a moment to notice the rhythm of your breath. Count your inhale to a count of 4. Exhale to a count of 4. And start to slowly lengthen your exhale so it's longer than your inhale. So don't do this too fast. Sometimes if we extend too long, too fast, it can bring tension into the body. So instead, inhale to a count of 4 and start off exhaling to a count of 5. Maybe gradually lengthening the exhale if that feels comfortable. You can keep that sense of ease and softness. Next inhale, gently press down through your hands, through your arms to slowly ease yourself up. So I'm just going to change sides so you can keep your bolster as it is. Turn and start off kneeling, facing the opposite way. So still starting with that little gap between the hips and the bolster. Rock off your feet so your hip comes towards the bolster, and again turn the chest, rearranging the legs to find that comfortable position. One hand either side of the bolster, slowly folding forward. So let's start off in that neutral position for the head, for the neck. So either stacking the fists or with your block, and again elbows not too far forwards, slide the forearms, the elbows back so the shoulders feel soft and relaxed. And each time we move the body, we bring tension into parts of the body that needed to be engaged to move. So take these first few breaths to sweep your awareness around your body, from the forehead, down face, the cheeks, the jaw, the throat, the neck. Where you find tension, give yourself permission to release, to surrender. Relaxing your shoulders, the spine, the hips, glutes, legs, all the way down to the toes. Each exhale, finding that sense of weight. Feel the body softening down towards the earth. And with the inhale, send the breath down to the lower back. Releasing tension. You can keep this neutral position for the head and the neck if that's comfortable, or you can lift your head away and turn either to face in the same direction as the knees, or for a slightly stronger stretch for the neck, turn your head away from the knees. Let your head rest down, again using pillows, cushions, whatever you need. So the most important thing with these restorative postures is that you're comfortable and relaxed. There's no right or wrong. If you need support, use your props so the body can completely relax. And then again, tune into the rhythm of your breath. Just keeping your inhale and your exhale the same length for the first few breaths. Inhaling, exhaling to a count of 4. And then slowly starting to extend your exhale. Inhale into a count of 4 and exhale into a count of 5 at first. And as long as this is a soft, easy breath, you can extend your exhale even longer. When your exhale is longer than your inhale, it shifts the nervous system to the parasympathetic rest and digest. It signals to the body this is time to relax. And if the mind wanders, just keep bringing your awareness back to the count of the breath. With that long exhale, feeling the body surrender and sink down towards the earth. And then on your next inhale, gently pressing yourself, easing yourself up. No rush, no hurry. And then we're going to come into a supported child's pose. So if you know child's pose is generally quite comfy, and you might just want to keep your bolster on this level, taking the knees around the bolster, folding forwards, and again you can rest your head on your hands or a block or a cushion, or you can turn the head to the sides. If child's pose isn't a comfy position for you to stay in, you can try and prop your bolster a little bit higher. And if you're a little bit tighter in the hips, it may be comfortable for you to roll up a blanket into a long sausage shape. Slide that behind the knees for a bit of extra support. And again, folding forward, letting the hands, the arms rest wherever feels comfortable for you. And again, taking these first few moments to settle the body into the posture. Noticing any areas of resistance, of tightness, not getting frustrated. Instead, cultivating self-compassion and love for the body that does so much. We take it for granted that our body just gets us through the day. We work our body hard. We place a lot of demands and expectations. Now is the time to nurture and nourish. We need this time to replenish the body with new energy, the body to repair, to regenerate. the nervous system to assimilate, make new connections, to clear the mind of any neural connections that are no longer needed. In the same way, let go of any chatter, any stories, any emotions that you're carrying around that you no longer need. If it's not making you feel good, then let it go. You can take that extended exhalation if that feels comfortable and easy for you to do. If you did have your head turned to one side, then turn the head the other way. The inhale, feeling that rising expansion of the back of the body. Feel the lungs spread and expand with that nourishing, regenerative breath. And with the exhale, breathe out the tension, breathe out the worries, let them go. And replace that space with new breath, new energy. Gently using the hands, the least effort needed to slowly ease yourself out. And then we'll finish with a supported Shavasana. Just pop in your blocks to the side. So we're going to use the bolster or your pillows underneath the knees. So slide the bolster so it supports the back of the knees, but you can still touch your heels down onto the mat. Pop a pillow to support the head, and if you've got blankets or covers, keep yourself nice and warm. And then again, using the hands for support, easing back down. Slowly rest your head onto your pillow. Let your arms rest to your sides, or you can take your hands onto your belly, maybe one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. And with each exhale, notice the points that are in contact with the mat, with the earth. Feel those points softening, sinking down. With each exhale, feel any tension flow out of the body. Let go of the thoughts, the chatter, just feel it all leave the body, being absorbed down into the earth. As you inhale, breathe in a sense of calm. Exhale, breathe out with a sense of peace. And just keep repeating that mantra. Each inhale, breathe in calm. Each exhale, breathe out with a sense of peace. If you have the time, then stay here for as long as you can, as long as you need. Otherwise, start to take long, deep breaths. Gently wiggle your fingers, toes, hands, feet. Slowly bringing movement back into the body. And then inhale, stretch the arms overhead, stretch the hands away from the feet. And exhale, release. Just roll your bolster out the way. With the knees bent, slowly roll over onto your right side, rest your head onto your arm. Taking long, deep breaths. Using your hands to press yourself back up to a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands to prayer. Taking a moment to notice how you're feeling. Feeling the calm, relaxation, peace. Namaste.